here. 20 minutes plus a lap about to get underway here, and it looks like a pretty good start from our Yamaha pilot there. There's big lots of carnage in that first corner. There's so much going on in that first corner. Plenty of bikes down. Looks to be Jack Trelaw, one of those ones that gets caught up in the start. So we're going to try and find out just what's all unfolded here as everyone now finally gets away. But there was some people well buried in that whole shot corner. We'll try and catch an update when we see them come back into view. But at the moment we're flying. Looks to be that red plate in second place. Cody Cooper, what a start from that man. He's got that lead in the championship. He'd love to lock away an MX2 championship, so look out for him. He's flying there in about second place. We've got it all unfolding nicely for our top competitors. There's looks to be KTM, maybe Ryan King out in front maybe. Let's have a look at this one. This is exciting. Ollier's got a good start. He's up in the top four. We've got some great starts there. And this absolutely stacked and talent-laden field here at MX2. You can definitely see the 121 red plate of Cody Cooper in second place, exactly the start he needed. We've got James Scott's got a good start as well. He's sitting there in third place and he's nearly sideways as he goes over centre point. Unbelievable. This is all on. Good start there for Ollier, like we touched on. And many of our other competitors as well are going strong. So everyone now away cleanly, but Jack Trelaw, just one of those riders that was stuck in that first corner pile-up. So we'll try and catch an update of who else was caught up in there, because we've got no update from Hayden Smith in that top bunch, so hopefully he's not one of the ones buried in the pack. But it's Ryan King, it is Ryan King, so we've called it. Ryan King is leading this one here ahead of Cody Cooper. And then look out for a good start from Carlin Headley. That's Carlin Headley there in third place. Quality start from Carlin, then go back to Ollier there in fourth. We've got plenty to look out for. As Ryan King on the Crown Kiwi machine, he is flying. There's Coops in second place. And look out in behind as well. So loving this MX2 field. Absolutely brilliant pace on at the front. It's going to be good to watch. Ryan King, there is Cody Cooper. It's Tommy Watts. Tommy Watts is the update in third place. So I thought it was Carlin Headley, but it's a 912, not the 972. So Tommy Watts in third place. And then go back to great start from the likes of Marshall Phillips. He's there, handing to the pace up the front. As we've got Tyler Brown, another good start from Tyler Brown. We've got Marshall Phillips in sixth place. James Scott there in seventh. James Barnett in eighth. Joshua Jack running out ninth place. And then go back to Hayden Smith in 10th place. So Hayden Smith in 10th, a bit of work to do for him. He's had the race win and a second here today, so he'll be desperate to try and maximise his outing out here as he's sitting second in the championship. But James Scott the 1 and 3rd, so plenty to look out for here in this massive 20-minute moto.
All right, good people up there. Look at that, Marshall Phillips with a great ride. Well done to him. In fact, Carlin Headley, you talked about, Brad, he's actually in 22nd place, so we missed him. Seth Henson well back there as well. So too for Luke Heavey. Curtis King Ryan might be doing so well. Curtis well back in the pack as well. So for somebody's good luck, there's other people's bad luck, as you well said. Plenty of carnage on that whole shot corner. Bring it on, Ryan King, Cody Cooper, Tommy Watts, your trio of superstars at the moment. KTM to lead Husqvarna, sorry, my apologies, to lead Kawasaki to lead the Yamaha. Bring it on, Tommy, the Motorland supported rider, and also taking an opportunity now with the support of PWR and Paul Whibley Racing to get on top of his game. And what a star he's proved to be. Put in an excellent New Zealand Sprint Series event, of course, just a handful of weeks ago, in fact 2 weeks ago today in Cambridge, and man, what a great result he pulled off on the day. Missed out on second place by missed out on first by ending up in second by 2 seconds. 2 seconds. What a day, what a race event it was. Go Tommy all the way. All right, back to the update, and Cody's got the advantage, looking good out there. Ryan still stay with him as we look out then for Tommy. There's the trio going for it. Ollier to look in the traffic now. Here comes James Scott. Keep your eyes on James Scott. You're not going to see a champion like that fall back too far. He's going to fight his way back, I'm sure, as we're looking here at the moment. Excuse me, the man with the red plate. And what a bonus to do here, Cody Cooper. Cody will look to restore the faith and restore some credibility to his points run. And he'll be right in here with a chance a moment. 1-2-1 in the red plate. Cody Cooper, 9-1-2. Tommy Watts up over Ryan King, who's back to third at the stage. Looking out here, these two Yamahas. And it was a right on for Ollie here to go for it, trying to get around. James Scott trying to get around. And 1-4-4 for Tyler. Tyler, yeah. Good work, Tyler Brown. 93-18. And 23 in there, Marshall Phillips, a good performance outside of Jack Trelaw on the 93. Josh Jack, the other one in there, with Then 10th place to Flynn Watts as we go then to Hayden Smith. Hayden Smith starting to move up, was back in about 18th, then went 15th, and now here he is just on the edge of that top 10 at the moment, so don't worry, he'll be back. I'm sure in the end of the race he'll be pushing top 5, so we'll look out with interest. But I tell you what, the Cody Cooper show is all on here at the moment. This is just the kind of break he needed, and the reason for that, of course, is that the other guys are fighting and jostling it behind him. This just gives Cody that little bit of buffer, and you watch that Team Bridgestone Kawasaki star get the advantage that he needs and deserves out there in this MX2 lineup at the moment. So keen to watch as we go racing at the moment with our superstar and the super rider that is Cody Cooper. So bring it on with Coopstar out there for a great performance at the moment. 1-2-1, a rather innocent kind of number, but the man on that Bridgestone Kawasaki, Palm Springs SP Tools, Mainstream, Hinson Works connection, along with Pro Circuit, Alpine Star 100%, RK MTX Parts, White Power Sport, No Toil, Motor Muck, Dr. Trim, shout out to Roger here today. Love having your work. Thank you, Roger. Neat to see you. Koromiko Engineering, Polysport, along with Putaline, LMGD, along with Flying W and Day Zero, and certainly Flying W to Kevin, the work he's doing. Cody absolutely raving about his suspension, because never had a bike as good as this one that's performing for him here today, and suspension is a huge part of that. Look at that, Bradley. I tell you what, Cody just into happiness there at the moment, in his zone, in his placing. He is untouchable from here.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance on the cards here from Coops. He's got a decent advantage over Tommy Watts. Go, Tommy, this is brilliant from him. We've got James Scott, who's charged himself into 3rd place, and this is important for him because he is locked in a fierce battle with Hayden Smith in that overall for the championship. So if he can get some maximised points here, it could go a long way towards some glory. But Ollie Ayre still there doing a fantastic job today on the CNC profile cutting machine. We've got Jack Trelaw charging hard on the Jeff Scott Electrical KTM with Josh Jack and Tyler Brown. They are sitting there all the way down to about 8th place. We've got Marshall Phillips and Flynn Watts rounding out our top 10.
Well, 3rd place for Tommy. He's sorry for James. He's the one that's moved up there at the moment. So James Scott, an incredible result. That is great to see. So started to make his moves through the pack. He was yelling out to Ollie Ayre to get out of his way before. He's picked up Ollie. He's picked up Ryan over that last lap alone. So 2 places, great move for him. Put the Yamahas of Tommy Watts and James Scott 2nd and 3rd respectively behind the Kawasaki of leading rider Cody Cooper. But good performance from James. He's the one, I think, of anybody that could be a serious threat to Cody. You get an idea and get a look at that during the moto. James, in fact, will just have to watch though that he just does enough for himself. Jack Trelaw, Josh Jack, along with Tyler Brown and there, Flynn Watts, and now Hayden Smith, who's made the top 10. So there we are, push some of those others back a little bit. But I tell you what, from an 18th place that we updated just a handful of laps ago, he has got right up there to be in consideration at the moment for a top 10 finish. So hanging on with him, the best of them is always Hayden Smith out there. So bring it on the number 3 on the Gas CML Jack Link supported Thor Unforeseen Decal CFX, along with Pirelli Motor X Power Sport WP suspension at Turbis Motorsport with EBC official, along with DID Chain Motor Muck, Flight Path MX, Tamer Whole Shot hookup, along with Vortex Ignition and G2 Throttle. So many cool sponsors, and cool effort for the Tie Happy man on that gas and going forward at the moment. Courtesy of Haynes Builders. Looking for something else, unique quality, service and value, none better than HaynesBuilding.co.nz. Proud to be Taupo, proud to be local. Master Builders and masters in building our commentary boxes. I've supported here for over 30 years. Loving you, Mark, and all your great work. Haynes Builders, another quality sponsor, with Penny Homes here for our Taupo round of NZMX 2023.
All right, Cody Cooper well in command of this one here, but James Scott's now got himself up into 2nd place, so it's James Scott. He is in charge of 2nd, and with Hayden Smith just struggling to get inside the top 10. This could be a big moment in the championship if James Scott can hang on to that position number 2. Tommy Watts still there. Ryan King, what a wonderful job in 4th place for him. But Ollie Ayre ahead of Jack Trelaw, but Jack piling on the pressure, and he's really starting to come alive in the latter part of this championship. Josh Jack still there ahead of Tyler Brown and Flynn Watts. And then go back to Hayden Smith, who's got those 2 Pro Circuit Kawasaki Team Green boys well within his sights. And he is in desperation mode, as is Maddock Dixon, who's there in about 11th place on the outside looking in. We then look at Marshall Phillips and Sam Blundell, Kobe Burke, Seth Thompson and Hunter Steens all the way down to 16th place. And our star-studded MX2 field, we're halfway through the final race of the day. Cody Cooper, he turned up and won emphatically in race number 1. He didn't have it all his own way in race number 2. That was won by Hayden Smith, but right back where he left off this morning. Cody Cooper well in command, and with this will take a massive points advantage into tomorrow, the pivotal part, with only 2 races to go, and potentially could even win with a race in hand at this stage here. So Coops, we don't want to try and put the commentator's curse on him, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but he is not only in charge of this race here, he's well in command of the 2023 MX2 New Zealand Motocross Championship, and if he can win that one there, that will be the 3rd and final championship class to lock away in the trophy cabinet for one of the all-time greats of New Zealand motocross. So one fabulous show here from Coops, and in behind him, James Scott. Now we're going to go and get the MXC update with the points after this final round of racing, because I think this is going to be shaken on its head big time. James Scott and Hayden Smith, when they come into this race today, there was only a handful of points separating them in 2nd and 3rd in the championship. We've had a good day at the office so far for Hayden Smith, but this one hasn't gone his way so far. We're going to see how much he can carve through that pack. He's right there, well inside the top 10 now. So if he can grab a few more positions, it could go a long way to helping him turn that 3 NZ from the last campaign into a 2 NZ. Meanwhile, the man trying to stop that from happening, James Scott, who's got to put his best foot forward. It's all on here. The points are up for grabs. There's only going to be 2 more chances to score points after this race. So we're running out of opportunities to maximise our outings on field. And Cody Cooper, certainly catch me if you can for that likeable man there, a legend of New Zealand motocross, putting on a bit of a clinic here at MX2 Racing, where he did also this morning. So fabulous stuff. And with 8 and a bit minutes to go, as Coops ticks off yet another lap in style. He's got a decent little gap back to James Scott on the Altherm Window Systems JCA Yamaha, and then go back to Tommy Watts, who's saved his best performance till last. So that's your podium at the moment. It's electric with 8 minutes to go.
Right, we've got a Kawasaki in front. We then got the 2 Yamahas to fight it out with Tommy Watts, even though he was overtaken by James Scott, and James in 2nd and Tommy in 3rd. Tommy still kept in touch with him, so he's learning a lot, and you want to learn from a man like that. Remembering these are 2 riders that absolutely fought hammer and tong. They had an incredible New Zealand Cross Country Series last year. They were 1st and 2nd, 1st and 2nd, 1st and 2nd through many of the events. So 2 guys with some huge credibility in off-road racing, and I put it together at a moto effort here today as well, which is great to see. And of course then go back to those 2 KTMs fighting it out, because you've got at the moment Ryan King holding out Jack Trelaw. So Ryan and the new kid on the block fighting it out there. He's on the 110, of course, as we look to Alpine Star Bell helmets, 100% goggles, Crown Kiwi, Carter Coaching, Ekrapovic, along with Best Build, North Star Pastoral, Dr. Trim, Unforeseen, KTM, New Plymouth Motorcycle Centre, Dunlop with Rental, Works Connection, Harm Wheels, Albeck, and Matrix Concepts. And you put that together with the 93 of Jack Trelaw for Jeff Scott Electrical, Trelaw Farms, a Level Up Suspension, MacGyver and Beach, True Grip, CFX and Course. Some cool sponsors for the man all the way from beautiful Otautau down there in Southland. So Jack Trelaw, Jack's been up here for a week. He had to make sure he got back in the island, so they booked a ferry early, and because what's been going on, of course, with a few cancellations, you wouldn't want to rely on waiting for a ferry on Thursday, then to find it didn't come on Thursday, didn't come on Friday, and here we're on Saturday and it's race day and you're already sitting back in the other island. So made a good move to Bolton, come up here. Once he got in the North Island, he stayed here for the week and got in some good training and updates, and thanks to Mum and the team then making the effort to fly in over the last few days. So good effort to make sure that Jack got here for the event and putting in this great double header. This is the Jack Trelaw we know and respect, and thanks to Jeff Scott. Awesome to have you your support, Jeff. We know all the cool riders over the years that you've supported and how well they've done in the sport, and you're a man of real heart and substance, and the Jeff Scott Electrical super sponsor picking on a great young man then, and Jack Trelaw pulling on a great motor. So loving all those races within the races, Brad. 2nd and 3rd, 2 Yamahas, and 4th and 5th, 2 KTMs, and going for it. But it's all the Cody Cooper show.
Only 5.5 minutes remaining in this one here. So 4.6 seconds. It was a little bit quicker that time around for James Scott, but he needs to find something really special to reel in Cody Cooper. So the battle for the lead still advantage Coops, but James Scott now with that clean track ahead of him. This could potentially get pretty exciting with just 5.5 minutes remaining. We've got Tommy Watts under pressure now. Less than a second between him and Jack Trelaw. So potentially a first-time podium trip for one of those 2 young men. And then we've got Ryan King, another one who'd love to get himself on the podium here. So he's there in 5th place. We've got Ollie Eyre just tucked in behind there. And also then go back to Hayden Smith, who's now caught up to that little freight train ahead of him. So Hayden Smith, we've got still 5 minutes plus a lap on this one here. So Hayden Smith, don't watch out for him. He could be well inside the top 5 any minute now. as it's unfolding nicely for MX2. This is action-packed and thrilling, and right now Cody Cooper, he is in charge, but James Scott not letting him get away, only 4.6 seconds. That's going to be pretty exciting with the next 4 minutes to go.
Hey, the one that I'm keeping an eye on now, Brad, is watching Jack Traw. Jack Traw getting on the tail of Tommy Watts. This is unheard of in motocross. Tommy, who was a kid we asked for, remember his Junior Nationals runner-up place back in Merry Road in Hawke's Bay those a few moons ago. That was pretty special, and since then he's been making every post a winning post, including going over to race in America. But I tell you what, pressure is coming. What's going to happen, Brad?
Yeah, so Jack's got him. So Jack's up into third now.
Yep.
So Jack's got the job done, and Tommy's there in 4th place now. And then look at this gap in behind Ollie here, and then go back to Ryan King and Hayden Smith. So that's exciting stuff for those 3 going at it. And if Hayden Smith can grab those 2, that'll be some massive damage limitation for him in this championship. He could be up into 5th place and only give away a few points to James in this overall. So, oh man, it's exciting. We're going to need an abacus to work out who's going to be on our overall podium for the day. We have no doubt about who's going to be number 1. It's going to be Cody Cooper. If he can hang on for the remaining 3.5 minutes plus 1 lap to go, he will be the overall winner and extend that points lead even further into the final round. The final 2 races of this championship are set to unfold here tomorrow. Round number 4, and we've got the YZ65 Cup in their mix as well. So just some fabulous action to look out for, and we are certainly excited to bring you the action right here. Rosewarne Motorcycle Club, but your home of round number 4. That is tomorrow, so 4.5 seconds. He was a couple of tenths quicker. James Scott, he's certainly not letting Cody Cooper run away with this one here, but he is running out of time as there's only 3 minutes remaining. Jack Chalor, he was the fastest man on track that lap around, so he was 2 seconds quicker than both Cody and James. What a performance we're seeing here from Jack Chalor, and he is in line for his first trip to the podium. He's going to hang on for another 3 minutes plus a lap, and behind him we've got Tommy Watts doing a wonderful job in 4th place. Then we've got that little 3-way fight with Ollie here, Hayden Smith and Ryan King all going at it, that all-important 5th, 6th and 7th place, and some overall championship points on the line. We've got Maddox Dixon in 8th place to carry on his awesome showing in that under-19s class, but Ryan King so far, he'll be leading the under-19s class for this one here, but with Maddox's first 2 performances, he would have won those 2 class there. So looking online to be our overall under-19 champion for round number 3, Maddox Dixon, if he can hang on to that one there. But still plenty to look out for. 2.5 minutes remaining in this one, and we've got battles all over the track to keep an eye on. James Scott's hunting down Cody Cooper, but he is running out of laps. And then the battle for the podium so far in the hands of the hard-charging Jack Trelaw.
Wow, 4.5 seconds for Cody, and Cody, the man of the moment, has been for a long time in the race. As we said before, the other racers are fighting each other, knocking each other, pushing each other, and it's just left it for Cody. It hasn't been a blow-away, hasn't been a takeout, it hasn't been a massive one, but just doing enough. Remember, of course, double classing, he's still going to come out in the MX1 yet, so needs to be at his peak maybe for that one, because he's got a few more points to make up. But in this race, first place is exactly what he wants, what he needs, what he deserves, and he has got it all under control. Great to see. And look at that battle going on behind him. How good are those? Now, this man is coming. Come on, you mainlanders. Where are you all out there? Don't matter whether you come from Marlborough, from Nelson, or from Canterbury, or anywhere. Let's hear it for Jack Trelaw. He has sacrificed his own big event, the Southland Motocross Champs, this weekend, to be a contender as number 1 in New Zealand. And he's come here to ride with pride at the moment. Left it behind. He would love to be a Southland champ. Of course he would. But, mate, there's a bigger picture lined up here for him at the moment. He is out there and going for it at the moment. 93, Jack Trelaw on the Jeff Scott Electrical supported KTM. And man, he is going. And at this stage, 1 minute to go. That means that we will do this full lap. So white flag next time, and then we'll be out for the check-it as well. So bring it on with a great finale out there. But man, oh man, he is riding so well. Well, one of the things that we're doing at the end of the day is going online and going to Timing Tech, our quality timers. Nolan and Adele will be doing the race event in Invercargill this weekend for the Southland Unforeseen Motocross Champs, and we'll be looking at those results. No, it won't be a Jack Trelaw name as the Southland champion, because he's here and he's with us. He's made the right decision, a big decision, to be on the main map, and that is an incredible thing. When you're there in the company of James Scott and you're pushing James Scott, keeping him super honest out there, this is the birth of a new champion here, Brad, right now. That name.
Absolutely, yeah, he's flying. He was really impressive in Balclutha when we were down in his neck of the woods. He was really, really good. He's had a bit of bad luck go his way, had a mechanical failure here this morning, and a few other things have not gone his way, but this is so good But you can come out here right in the late in the day and put it all out on the track, and it's fabulous to see. This will be his first trip to the podium, but will it be a third? Will it be a second? He is all over the back of James Scott, so it's going to be definitely a lap and a half to remember here for the hit young man. Is Coops. He's got the company buffer over those two, but then Jack and James going at it second and third place. We've still got Tommy Watson fourth. We've got the update with Hayden Smith has gone now ahead of Ollie here, so that's the update. That's changed around, and now with Hayden Smith up into fifth place, that will be a fabulous performance, and still very much him in that mix for 2NZ on the cards for him. So Hayden Smith, Ryan King's in seventh place, Maddox Dixon in eighth, Kobe Burke's now up into ninth place, ahead of Flynn Watts, Josh Jank, and then we go to Sam Blundell rounding out our top 12.
Well, I made the statement before about Hayden trying to get up into our top 5 and being in 6th place. Of course, he's right on the cusp of that. And can he do it, will be the question. So Cody, James, Jack, Tommy, Ollie, Hayden, we talked about Ryan in there along with Maddox, Kobe and Flynn, your top riders. Hey, you got Sam Blundell, you got Josh Jack, they're riders outside the top 10. We know their capability, we know their calibre. In fact, for Sam, one of those that's finished inside the top 10 in years gone by, but with the quality of what we've got unfolding here this year. And here it is, down to the wire, and there's the white flag. And we're in for a last one. Who can do it for this last lap? It's the Cody Cooper show out in front. It's Coops to lose from here, but loving this battle for the second place. James Scott has had to work for it night no other. He's going to say, who's this 93? I don't even recognise the number. I don't recognise the racer. I have not recalled in my time these two going hammer and tong like this before. So a man on the way up is Jack Terror, and the man that's keeping him very honest at this stage will be James Scott. James will be saying, what am I doing wrong? Why am I here? Why am I battling like this? But he's got a champion on his tail here at the moment. But it is the man in the picture, the man in the red on the green bike with the red plate. It's the Cody Cooper show coming to play at the moment, and Cody will come out on top for the day and increase his points lead as well, and he will be a full race up for tomorrow, a full race up, so he should only need the first race tomorrow morning to win the New Zealand MX2 title, and given that elusive all three classes, 125, MX1 and MX2 titles in his racing career, and he'll join the likes of those champions that we've been talking about here today in Murray Anderson, Shane King, Daryl King, and Hamish Harwood. So bring it on for the Cody Cooper show to do that ultimate trio of championships. Let's look out for it. It's coming at you. It's coming at its best, and it's on the final stages now. Who's going to win second place, Brad? All right, who's got it?
Oh, James is just doing such a wonderful defensive job. They've actually reeled in Coops as well, so they're not actually too far away from the race win, these two. They're absolutely flying. So Coops is in charge, James is in second, Jack's there in third, but it's going to need something absolutely special because James Scott, such a technically sound rider. He's given it absolutely everything on that L3 window systems, JCA Yamaha, and right now doing enough to hang on to second place. So you're 1, 2 and 3. It was a massive advantage to Coops a couple of laps ago. Now look at it, they're all in the sawdust at the same time, and James Scott has responded to that pressure that Jack Trelaw's put on him, but Jack, I tell you what, he's going to go into tomorrow full of confidence, knowing how much pace he's got to catch up and reel in a man like James Scott and be right in the podium fight. He'll be loving this. So a couple of corners away now from MX2 Glory, and the overall up for grabs for Cody Cooper. We'll see if he can hang on to that one there. We've got James Scott and Jack Trelaw right in behind him now, so this is going to be three of them crossing the line. Not separated by a hell of a lot, but it is now pretty much all she wrote. Cody Cooper's going to take the win. James Scott is going to come home at a quality second place. He's going to do that in style. And then Jack Trelaw, who chased and gave it absolutely everything. He threw the kitchen sink and everything at that battle for second place. He's going to be a first-time trip to the podium for Jack Trelaw. That's going to be special for that young man. There's Tommy Watts. He's going to come home in a quality fourth place on the PWR racing team Yamaha. That's great for him. Hayden Smith's going to come home in fifth place to be outside the top 18 after lap number 1 and come back in fifth place. That is a credit to him, and should, with his race win here and a second in race number 1, should right be in that overall podium picture for sure. So Hayden Smith, a wonderful showing there for him. Kobe Burke's going to come home in 6th place, and that will be the first of our under-19s home. We've got Maddox Dixon there in 7th. Ollie is in 8th with Ryan King in 9th. Joshua Jack is going to round out our top 10. And then look out for Flynn Watts and Sam Blundell to come home 11th and 12th respectively. We've got it all going on with 14th for Seb Thompson. Marshall Phillips, another good showing for Marshall on the Bob McClary Yamaha. That's 15th place for him as he carries on his good haul of championship points. Davey Jordan's going to come home in 16th with James Roundtree in 17th. Hunter Steens in 18th. JB James Barnett on the Marathon Yamaha in 19th. And Seth Henson, good one for Seth. He's going to come home in 20th in that final championship point. Let's cross down to Neil, who will have all the scenes and all the jubilation and a points lead extension for the legend Cody Cooper. He's going to join James Scott and Jack Trelaw on that podium.
Just been given all of those results, and they're a real contrasting lot of results, and it's a shout out to MXT and the work that Nicole does. Race secretary extraordinaire like no other. Man, oh man, that is just amazing. All right, let's have it up here and let's do our race here at the moment. In third place, Jack Trelaw. Here, well done. Let's hear it. A great performance. Second at the moment, James Scott. And first place, Cody Cooper. Right, James, we're doing a quick one. Jack, congratulations, mate. You've been waiting for this moment. Well deserved.
Yeah, cheers. When I see myself on the ground in the first corner, I was like, oh no, but I just put my head down and charged, and I feel like this is where I belong. And I feel like this is where I belong, but the season's just gone to a little bit of shit, bike problems and everything, but the whole team behind me, Matthew, my mechanic's been working his ass off, so I'm just so happy to be out there.
Well done, what an awesome race. So here, great speech as well. James, mate, that young man Jack made you work.
Yeah, I had to give it everything I had to stay in front of him in that race. Cody sort of ran away with it at the start. I grabbed the whole shot and went down in the third turn, so it's a bummer.
Yeah, a bit of a hiccup. Cody, you had got the break earlier on, you made the difference. Man, they were fighting behind you, but you had your sense, you held it. Well done.
Yeah, it was, man, I'm buggered, getting cramp, and I was looking for the number 3, and if he was in the top 3, I'd have to stay where I was, but I was contemplating letting these guys by and just trying to survive, but managed to get through. It's going to be a hard one, this last 450 one, that's for sure.
Well done, another photo shot. Give him a round of applause. There's your podium. All right, let's go to the series for the day. And third place, James Scott. Second for the day is Hayden Smith. And in first place, Cody Cooper. Well, mate, that's a bit of a race you might wanted to have forgotten about, Hayden, but hey, congrats for coming right back where you did.
Yeah, went down in the first turn, which never makes it very easy. A little bit frustrating, but at least we're still on the box at the end of the day. That's a positive. Would have been nice to get some more points in that last one, but that is what it is. The bike's running amazing. Big thanks to Carl. Yeah, that bike's real fun to ride. And well done to the club. The track's real good.
There you go, folks. That's today's podium. Let's give him a round of applause. Well done. Third for the day, James Scott. Second for the day, Hayden Smith in first. And increasing his points lead, Cody Cooper. All right, to our under-19s. Third place, Flynn Watts. Second place, Kobe Burke. And first place, Manic Dixon. Cool effort today, Flynn. Apologies, we missed you off the radar last week, but mate, much better today. How you feeling?
Yeah, it was a good day. The track was real rough, and I'd like to thank Mum and Dad, Glasgow's, Kawasaki, and everyone else.
Yeah, well done, Kobe. Not quite the textbook day for you.
Definitely not. Need to work on those starts, but other than that, I got pretty good speed when I wanted. Just a big thanks to the Honda Motul Esport team. They've done awesome off the bike and everything, and the track was real rough today, so it was good. And the boys for the good racing.
Right, well done, hey, well done, Maddox. Shows your consistency. He can be a winner. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, Neil. Obviously today wasn't really the day I was looking for in MX2, but you know, we're still learning, all three of us, and you know, I'd just like to thank CML KTM Racing, Carl, and all the boys. You know, Fog Dog, I can't thank them enough. The bike was sick. I just wasn't really gelling with it today. I don't know. I'll go home and work on it tonight and sort my stuff out.
So there we go, our under-19 title. That's your day overall. Third, Flynn Watts. Second, in there, Kobe Birkin. First today, Maddox Dixon.